Alright. So this is 1961. It's in Yale, and it's right after the Nazi war trials. It's an experiment done by the actual university in a sociological aspect. And this is following the perspective of someone going and actually inquiring about the experiment. So there's a listing that says you'll be paid $400 for only an hour of your time to draw people in. And this is the perspective of them.
I'd like to ask about a flyer that said I can get $400 for an hour of my time.
Okay, we're going to do a study, and there's going to be two people, and one of you is going to be the teacher, and one of you is going to be the student. And the teacher is going to ask questions to the student, and if the student gets it wrong, then he's going to be shocked. Each time he gets it wrong, the shock is going to increase.
And during the experiment, she's asked to pick from two cards. And the ruling that she doesn't know is both cards say the same thing.
I got it. Okay.
So you will be receiving the shocks, and then you will be asking the questions. So I'm going to begin asking you questions. And
I can't see.
There's a wall between them, separating them.
okay, what color is my shirt?
I don't know. I can't see you right
Shock.
now.
Who shot the sheriff?
I have no idea. I mean, which sheriff, what precinct? I have no idea.
Shock.
Is this for you?
It's for science. Okay. Was the 37th president of Uganda?
I didn't even know they had presidents in Uganda.
Are you sure this isn't for you? This sounds like you paid.
It'll be okay. What is the exact GPS coordinates of Honduras?
Huh. A tough one. What are you guys doing back there?
I don't think this is okay. This isn't right.
It's just for science. It'll be okay. Who is the Muffin Man?
I don't know. He lives on Drury Lane, I think.
Shock.
Guys, I have a heart condition. I don't know what you're doing.
He said he has a heart condition. Doesn't that mean we should stop?
Please continue. What is the highest mountain of South America? Shock.
He's not just hungry. I don't know.
The experiment requires that you continue. What is the last name of the first person to run a mile under 4 minutes? Shock.
I can't do this anymore. So,
It is absolutely essential that you continue.
At this time, she is repeatedly asked to stop the experiment, so the experiment will actually stop. This is the next trial, well, the second person, which I will be.
Okay, I'm going to restart. I'm going to re-ask questions now. What is the difference between normal ketchup and fancy ketchup?
Where it is served.
I will not be responsible for this, right?
Right. What is 5 divided by 0 to the exact number?
I don't know. I'm pretty sure it'd be under 5.
Shock.
Uh,
What is another word for thesaurus? Shock. If anything is possible, then is it possible that nothing is possible?
maybe.
Shock.
Guys, I already told you I have a heart condition. You can't be doing this to me.
Where is Al Qaeda hiding?
Somewhere in Afghanistan, I think.
Shock.
Guys, seriously, I need to go to the hospital.
Okay. Who shot
teacher. Shock.
What color is my shirt? Shock.
You can't answer your questions. It's not even responding.
It's just, you have to continue shopping him until he learns.
Yeah, I'll stick at $4.
Yes. Here's the muffin man. Shock. What's the highest mountain in South America?
He's not responding.
It's okay. Shock. Okay. That concludes my response.
At this point, I've gone to 350 volts 3 times, past the normal dosage.
I have the results in the ethical issues of this experiment. Before conducting the experiment, Milgram polled 14 Yale University senior psychology majors to predict the behavior of 100 hypothetical teachers. All the poll respondents believed that only a very small fraction of teachers would be prepared to inflict the maximum voltage. Milgram also informally polled his colleagues and found that they too believed that very few subjects would progress beyond a very strong shock. Milgram also polled 40 psychiatrists from a medical school, and they believed that by the 10th shock, when the victim demands to be free, most subjects would stop the experiment. They predicted that by the 300-volt shock, when the victim refuses to answer, only 3.73% of the subjects would still continue, and they believed that only a little over 1/10% of the students would administer the highest shock on the board. In Milgram's first set of experiments, 65% of experiment participants administered the experiment's final massive 450-volt shock. Though many were very uncomfortable doing so, at some point every participant paused and questioned the experiment. Some said they would refund money they were paid for participating in the experiment. So, with this being said, the Milgram shock experiment raised questions about the research ethics of scientific experimentation because of the extreme emotional stress and inflicted insight suffered by the participants. In Milgram's defense, 84% of former participants surveyed later said that they were glad or very glad to have participated. 15% chose neutral responses. Milgram argued that the ethical criticism provoked by his experiments was because his findings were disturbing and revealed unwelcome truths about human nature. Others have argued that the ethical debate has diverted attention from more serious problems with the experience. Author Gina Perry found an unpublished paper in Milgram's archives that shows Milgram's own concern with how believable the experimental setup was to subjects involved. Milgram's unpublished analysis indicated that many subjects suspected that the experiment was a hoax, a finding that cast doubt in the veracity of his results. This relates to Henrietta Lacks because both of these populations were vulnerable. They did not know all of the information and were not the most educated people. They were vulnerable to authority and they responded to what they said. The original hypothesis was that more people would stop than they actually did. Only 16 out of 80 actually asked to completely stop the experiment. This inflicted a lot of emotional stress on the test subjects and really messed with them. It was proven that few people actually follow their beliefs before following authority, and this explains why the Nazis followed the corrupted Hitler. The more charismatic the leader,